Yeah. Hey. What are you doing here? I got some pictures for Vic. I needed her to check them out. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, you wanna look at them? No. I don't need to see them. I'm sure they're good. So, Victoria went and did this, huh? Yeah. Well, she wasn't supposed to? Wait a minute. I get what's going on here. You went and told Victoria that she shouldn't use me to do the shots for the spokesperson I did, didn't you? Malcolm, no one tells Victoria what to do. Then why the hell did you even try?
Paul, what in the world are you doing here?
May I come in?
Oh, forgive me. Yes, please. Please do.
Catherine, I've been thinking about your trip to India.
Yes?
I don't think it's a good idea that you go alone. I think I should go with you.
Hardly touched your salad. I'm just not really very hungry. You still feeling under the weather?
I've made an appointment with a doctor for today, okay? For a checkup.
Good. You might have picked up a bug somewhere.
Just beginning to think my symptoms are psychosomatic.
It's possible, I suppose.
I'm not sleeping well. I just keep thinking of everything that happened to Jack.
Well, it sounds like depression to me.
I just wish I could shut my mind off. Put this whole chapter of my life behind me.
You will. When you're ready.
Time heals all wounds, huh?
That's true. One morning you're gonna wake up and everything's gonna seem better.
I hope so, Marissa. 'Cause I really hate feeling this way.
Hang in there. Try to look on the bright side.
Look, I better get going. Don't want to be late for my doctor's appointment.
You run along then. I'll see you back at the apartment. And don't worry, okay?
Thanks.
Trying to reach Dr. Morse? One moment, please. I'll transfer you to his nurse. May I help you?
Yes, I have an appointment with Dr. Riley.
Mrs. Newman?
Yes.
Now, are you having some sort of symptoms?
If you don't mind, I'd rather discuss that with the doctor.
Of course. If you'll fill out this form, I'll let the doctor know you're here.
Thank you.
Well, this is it. The place is all ours.
Gosh, it's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah. And now for the challenging part. Turned into a profitable business.
You can do it, Nick. I know you can.
This place is about the only thing I'll miss. Except for you two, of course.
When are you leaving?
End of the week. Dad gets home Friday and I'm gone.
Am I gonna have a chance to see you before you split?
Oh yeah, I'm still here a couple of days.
Yeah, but you're grounded.
Come by the house.
No way, man. Last time your mom practically tossed me out.
No, don't worry. I'll figure out a way for us to see each other again. Anyway, I better get home before my mom finds out.
Too late.
with you in a sec.
Ashley, my goodness, what brings you by?
I was running some errands, so I stopped in and check up on you.
Well, wait. I'm the doctor. I'm the one that should be doing the checkups. Stop it.
So I guess I'm busted, huh?
When you weren't at home, I figured you'd be here.
No, it wasn't that hard. I wasn't exactly playing hide and seek.
All right, young man, you're coming with me right this minute. Do you hear me, Billy?
It's kind of hard not to as loud as you're talking.
Are you coming or do I make a scene?
Seems to me like you already have, Mom.
Dare you put me in this position? I told you specifically not to leave the house and you deliberately disobeyed me. Now, we can discuss it here or we can discuss it at home. It is your choice.
I'll take the bus. I'll meet you at home.
Sure glad they took their act on the road.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody, can I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make.
Mark? Oh, thank you. You've left a good deal of this blank, Mrs. Newman.
Yes, I realize that.
If there's something you don't understand, I could,
Look, the truth is, I'm not here to see Dr. Riley for myself.
I beg your pardon?
It concerns my husband. I wanted to talk to the doctor about the possibility of reversing a vasectomy.
Yes? Thank you. Dr. Riley, we'll see you now.
Thank you.
Oh, that is so dear of you to want to go with me, thank you.
Now, Catherine, don't even try and argue.
You understand I have traveled alone many times.
Yes, I know you have, but this is different.
Look, I have a lot of contacts that might be valuable. We may run into some unexpected problems. I have expertise in finding people. And I'm not going to send you loose out there all by yourself.
It's so touching that you want to do this. And in all honesty, I must say I am relieved. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to feel better with someone there, especially if that someone is one Paul Williams.
Then I take it you're accepting my offer.
Absolutely.
Good. Then it's settled.
Oh dear, Lynn's already booked my flight.
Well, with any luck at all, I'm sure she can book me a reservation on the same flight. Do you have your ticket, your flight number, or any of that?
Oh, it's on my other desk in the study. Let's go in there.
Okay.
I'm sure you've all heard the rumor that Crimson Lights is closing. Well, I hope what I have to say today is all good news to you. My wife and I have decided to purchase the place.
And we're going to do whatever it takes to keep the place open.
However, we need your help. So get out there, spread the word, tell everybody you know that we're open and we intend to stay that way. But we need your business.
Hey, congratulations, Nick. It's way to go, man.
Thanks, man. You know, Chad, Sharon and I are counting on you staying around with us.
Hey, I'm glad I have the job. Thanks.
Well, Nick's planning on making a few changes.
Yeah, I've run some numbers, come up with a few ideas. Why don't you take a look at that and let me know what you think?
Hey, will do.
All right, now what's it take to get a cup of coffee around here?
Sure thing, boss.
Did you hear that? How does it feel to be called boss?
Oh, I think I could get used to it.
Look, Malcolm, this is a difficult time for Newman Enterprises. A lot is changing.
Neil, I know all about it. Possibility you're both splitting off.
Yeah, but there's a lot that you don't know.
What are you trying to say?
Through no fault of your own, you have divided loyalties. Nothing personal, but we're in a highly competitive business, and there are a lot of issues of confidentiality at stake here.
What are you doing? You suggesting I might take some information to the competition?
Malcolm, we have to be concerned about anyone that we may assign to this project.
Anyone, huh?
That's right, anyone.
Neil, I'm your brother.
I see where I stand.
Oh, come on, Malcolm. You're making a bigger deal out of this than you need to.
Yeah, you're right, I am. My bad. I got better things to do.
Hey, wait a minute before you blaze out of here. How's Olivia doing? Does she know where she stands with you?
We talked.
Talk's cheap. Did you figure things out?
I believe so.
Everything?
Well, Neil, that all depends on what you think everything is.
So, how are things at the office? Oh, crazy. Jack and I are scrambling for financing. Ugh. Well, that sounds like a lot of stress. That's big business for you. I hope you're getting a lot of sleep, good food, and plenty of exercise. Oh, yeah, I am. Really, I am in my spare time. Ashley, I'm not kidding. If you don't take time for yourself, you could be affecting your health. Aye, doctor. Okay. What about that handsome husband of yours? I'm sure he'd be willing to help you unwind.
Well, he's actually kind of wound up himself. He thinks I'm spending too much time with business.
There. So you should take a long weekend together.
Oh, please. Let's not talk about me. Let's talk about you. Last time I was here, you and Malcolm had that weird tension thing. Were you able to talk to him about it?
Oh, yes. We talked.
Yeah? Did you set him straight about your feelings for his brother?
It's a little more complicated than that, Ashley. Malcolm thought that Neil and I had slept together.
Oh, no.
That's why my husband was so upset. The whole thing was just a destructive misunderstanding.
But now that Malcolm knows the truth, why can't the two of you just get back together?
I don't know, Ashley. I'm afraid it might be too late.
Well, I have to get to the office. There's some things I need to take care of with Victoria, so I'm gonna have to leave you in charge. Think you can handle that?
Sure thing, boss.
Well, guess you're not unemployed after all.
If they want to keep me around, that is. And if I decide to stay in Genoa City.
Well, why wouldn't you? Something wrong?
I was just thinking about Billy and his mom.
That was a bad scene. Feel sorry for the guy.
Yeah, well, he brought it upon himself, busting out like that after he was already grounded.
Yeah, I know, but he's not a baby. I mean, the way she tore into him like that.
Well, he's leaving in a few days. He'll survive.
I bet they're really going at it right now.
Well, don't you have anything to say for yourself?
What do you want me to say? That I enjoy having someone try and control me?
Billy, I am concerned about you.
Do you realize that we have not had one conversation since I've been here where you haven't laid down some laws or given me rules or given me orders? And if you think that's what parenting is about, then maybe you need to take some classes or something.
When you refuse to follow my instructions, how am I supposed to behave? You haven't given me any choice.
I am not stupid, Mom. I don't need instructions.
Billy, 16-year-olds are famous for thinking they're smarter than they really are.
Maybe. But we're not as dumb as parents think we are either.
Why are you talking around it, Malcolm? All I'm asking you is if you and your wife, Olivia, are working out your problems.
Yeah, you know what's funny to me? I even told her that she needed a guy just like you.
You said that to her?
Oh, yeah. I told her she needed someone who was smooth around the edges. Sensitive. Careful. I mean, come on, Neil, let's face it. Olivia needs a man who's so true blue that even if an ex-girlfriend out of his ancient past shows up, she wouldn't even dare to give it another thought. But no, not like with me. No, not nasty old suspicious Malcolm. Oh, who you can't even trust as far as you can kick him. Mm-mm.
You told her all this?
More or less.
So where'd you leave it?
Oh, here you go, huh? You're gonna circle around like a little vulture again, aren't you? Please. Yeah, won't you listen to me? I don't really care if you are the right man for Olivia. I don't. I mean, you know me, I'm always down for people getting exactly what they need out of life. But I will tell you what burns my butt about you. Is how you snuck around laying your little moves with my wife, just biding your time.
Hey, I already told you.
Oh, I know. She was the one waiting on you, right? Just waiting for you to come and get some, huh? But you did the right thing. You were the Boy Scout. Put on the brakes, didn't you? Yeah, well, that was one night, Neil. Who knows what might have happened the next night, huh? How about the night after that?
You know, Malcolm, the technical term for that is speculation.
I don't need you to get technical. Just be real, man. I can take it. I'm just curious. How much time were you gonna let go by before you let yourself believe that it is okay to get between the sheets with your brother's wife, hmm?
You're asking a man who didn't do anything if maybe under some other circumstances he could have. Malcolm, I'm not your problem. I never have been. Why don't you go to your wife and talk to her and work out the problems with her? At least give her your best shot, huh?
You know, right about now, I would love to give you my best shot.
Well, little brother, I'm standing right here. Why don't you try it?
What's going on here?
Hey, Vic. I brought you those pictures you wanted. They're on your desk. Why don't you take a look at them? Tell me if you like them. Tell me if you want some more, and then please, tell me if I'm still working for you.
You want to let me in on what that was all about?
No, forget about it.
Anything I can do to help?
So, Dorian Newman, you ignored my advice, didn't you?
What?
My brother, the pictures. You went ahead and used Malcolm.
Well, I didn't make any commitments. I wanted them done well. I wanted them done fast, and I knew Malcolm could do it. Do you really think that he would do anything to screw us? I mean, have you seen his work? It's wonderful.
Whatever you say. Here, this is for you.
Got a minute?
Yeah, come on in.
Okay, I've contacted 3 ad agencies about a new Brash and Sassy campaign. I gave them specific parameters of what we want.
And their response?
Enthusiasm from all 3. I've lined them up on Monday after Labor Day to give their pitches. I figure if they do it all at the same time, we can make a quicker decision.
Okay, that sounds good.
Wow. Jesus, these are great. I thought you were gonna wait on this. I mean, does Dad know about it?
Yeah, he wanted me to wait, but he's okay with it.
Well, he must be surprised.
A little. So, you've dealt with the ad agencies, that's good. Now, isn't there a document that you're supposed to have ready for me?
Right, Jabot's capital outlays to Brash and Sassy the past 2 years.
Yeah, we want to know how deep the pockets are over there, so we can start budgeting.
I'm working on it.
Why isn't it done?
You only asked for it yesterday. Don't worry, it's almost finished.
Almost?
Yes, almost. So cut me some slack. I've been busting my butt dealing with these ad agencies. I've lined them up in record time. Don't worry, you will have your financial data by tomorrow. And if there's anything else you need, just ask for it and you'll have it.
Well, how about a cup of coffee?
Excuse me?
Does Dad know you bought the coffee house?
I don't get this. How can it be too late? If you didn't sleep with Neil, what's the problem?
I didn't sleep with Neil. I didn't. Granted, something almost happened, but he didn't.
Where's the situation now?
I wish I knew. I'll tell you what I do know.
that Malcolm is living with Callie, his old girlfriend, and it is ripping my guts out. You know what he said to me?
What?
That I needed someone different. Someone more sensitive.
That's ridiculous. Malcolm's a very sensitive man. He was just saying that, Liv.
I'm not so sure.
You want some advice?
Sure.
Try not to let the lines of communication break down.
Ashley, it's not on me. I'm not the one living with someone. This is Malcolm's decision.
I just hope he realizes what he could be losing.
I just hope he realizes how much I love him.
Make him realize it. I think you can save your marriage. I really do.
Oh.
Malcolm.
Olivia. Hey, Ashley.
Hey.
Look, if you want, I can always come back.
Oh, no. I was just leaving.
Thanks for stopping by, Ash.
Take care. See you later.
Take care.
Hey, you know, Chad, sometime soon I'd like to sit down with you. I have some ideas for a new menu.
Great. Anytime.
Hi. Hi. You haven't been working here long, have you?
I'm one of the new kids on the block.
Well, I'm Sharon.
Mackenzie.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to be the same Mackenzie that's living out on the Chancellor estate, would you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. How did you know?
Well, Mrs. Chancellor is an old friend of my husband's family, and she's talked about you. All good things, of course.
She's a wonderful lady.
Yeah. Well, Nick and I are really happy to have you working here.
Thanks. You know, it's real cool of you and your husband to keep this place open. Although I don't know if I'll be staying here much longer.
Oh, you'll be going back to school?
No, actually, I might be leaving town. Excuse me, duty calls. Oh, this is Raul. He's one of our best customers.
Hello, Raul.
Hi, nice to meet you, Miss Newman.
Sharon, please. So, you come here often?
Oh yeah, a lot this summer. I've been using the computers. Hey, I'm glad you and your husband are keeping this place open. You know, there's not that many places for us kids to hang out, especially at night.
Hey, would you mind showing me the computers?
Sure.
Hey, I just heard.
Yeah, great news, huh?
So the place is really staying open?
Well, that's what the man said.
Surprised to see you here again, Callie.
Oh, no more surprised than I am to be here. Look, I am so sorry I ran out on you guys.
You know what? I guess you had your reason.
Yeah. Well, anyway, now that you're still in business, any chance I can have my job back?
Must be pretty amazed, aren't you?
At what?
That as stupid as you think I am, I've managed to survive without your advice or your instruction manual.
I don't think you're stupid.
You know what, Mom? Now that we're on the subject, I could have done without the scene in town.
You think that was easy for me? You don't think that was humiliating? Going chasing after you as old as you are in there? I had other things to do, Billy.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I did. I had very important work that I interrupted for you.
Well, I guess some things never change, do they?
What does that mean?
It's always about your work. I mean, isn't that why you sent me off to Dad's in the first place? No. Because I was interfering with your career?
Don't you dare! Don't you dare lay that guilt trip on me for working hard for my family!
Please, Mom! You work for you, all right, for the success and glory that you need. You work to fill your ego. That's what keeps you alive.
No, you're not saying these things to me, not my own son. No.
Why are we arguing? I mean, in a couple days I'll be gone anyway. Dad's getting home on Friday, and I'm gone.
No, I know your father's getting home on Friday, but we had an arrangement that you would stay through Labor Day.
Why do you want me here any longer than I have to be? All right, we argue all the time, Mom. I mean, it's obvious that I'm a big disappointment to you.
Oh, baby, that is not true.
You know, Ma, I haven't had exactly a blast here, okay? No. The sooner we get away from each other, the better things will be for both of us. If I stay here, Ma, things are just gonna get worse. Believe me.
Oh, Billy. Not only do I want you to stay, but you will stay. I'm gonna make sure of that.
I hope I've answered your questions, Mrs. Newman.
Yes, you have, Doctor. Thank you.
Would you like me to have the nurse schedule an appointment for you and your husband? Or perhaps you'd like to call the office later?
Let me go home and check our schedule, and then I'll call. Thanks again.
Well, well. Small world.
Well, hello, Diane.
You're looking well.
You too.
Nothing wrong, is there?
No, I'm fine. Oh, I notice you're no longer wearing your engagement ring.
No. My engagement to Jack is off, which I'm sure you're very glad to hear.
It'd be fascinating to know who broke it off. I would guess Jack.
And why would you think that?
Well, since he no longer needs your board vote, I would imagine that you're expendable.
Well, for your information, it was my decision to give back the ring.
Really? Well, that was quite an expensive piece of jewelry to part with, I would imagine.
Well, I couldn't care less about the value, if that's what you're insinuating.
If you say so.
You know, I have to wonder if this pitiful attempt to get under my skin is a way to cover up your own situation.
What does that mean?
I saw the Leanna Love show. That interesting bit about the young woman who helped Victor in New Mexico. What was her name? Ramona, I believe. She was really quite a beautiful woman, don't you think?
Okay, I gotta get this customer, but do not go anywhere. Chad, make sure that she stays right here.
So, am I still on the payroll?
Promise you're not gonna run out on me again?
No way. Look, I feel really bad about that.
Look, what happened anyway?
Personal problems.
Are they solved?
Yeah, everything's hunky-dory.
So you and that Malcolm guy back together?
Yeah, how'd you guess?
Hey, I'm not blind, kiddo. I saw him hanging around here. Then suddenly he stopped coming in, you disappear, then he comes back looking for you. It doesn't take a genius to realize there's trouble in paradise.
Well, no more.
Happy ending? You really love this guy, don't you?
Ah, like crazy. Yeah, I let him get away once a long time ago. It won't happen again.
Well, I hope things work out for you, Callie. And, sure, you can have your job back. I think we need all the good help we can get. I got a feeling that Sharon and Nick Newman are gonna stir things up around here.
You are a sweetheart.
You better not let Malcolm see you doing that.
Oh, whatever. I get it.
How'd you find out about that? I only just told
I
the
was
people.
there when you made the big announcement.
Why didn't you speak up?
I wanted some time to ponder the implications.
Really? And?
Nicholas, you don't have time to be fooling around with some teen hangout. We're doing a major restructuring here. There's a lot on the line, and you're supposed to be my liaison to the parent company.
I still am.
Don't you remember you told Dad that you were going to put everything you've got into Brash and Sassy?
Since we're talking specifics, I believe I also said whatever Victoria needs, she can count on me.
I don't know how you're going to have time for that.
So you're saying a guy's not allowed to have any outside activities? Sis, people own race cars. They buy horses. They learn to fly. So what if I want to buy some coffeehouse operation that's already in business and make it run better?
Does Dad know about this?
I mentioned to him I was thinking about it.
And what did he say?
He didn't like the idea. But it was just something he said in passing. He didn't have a chance to look it over.
So are you going to tell him that you went ahead with it anyway?
I'm not going to hide it from him. But he's going to find out about it eventually. I'm just going to let nature run its course.
Dad is going to be very upset when he finds out, and you know that.
Why are you doing this? Okay? This project is mine. It's mine. I don't need your permission. I don't need Dad's permission. I don't need anybody's permission. So stop breathing down my neck and back off.
It's obvious what you're trying to do, Diane.
Is that right?
You're trying to use a tabloid journalist's trash to make me feel insecure.
But you don't, do you, Nikki? You don't feel the teeny tiniest bit insecure.
Why should I?
Well, with Victor, no one ever feels really secure. Even when he's made a commitment.
Let me tell you something. It's quite obvious that you're feeling a great deal of anger and loss. You lost Victor and Jack, so you feel the need to lash out at somebody. It's really rather pathetic that your own life is so empty that you feel the need to be concerned with mine.
You know what I think, Nick? I think you're an insufferable bitch.
But I have Victor. And you don't. Have a nice day.
Excuse me. Dr. Riley's a urologist?
That's right.
Well, good. Then it is decided we will be traveling together. I like that. Thank you. Thank you so much, Paul.
No problem.
Oh, one more thing.
What's that?
Given the volatility of the situation around here.
What, the whole deal with Jill?
Yes. She's been harassing Mackenzie a great deal, so I would prefer she not know I'm going out of town.
Say no more.
If you have to call here before we leave, and the monster should answer instead of me, you will,
I will not mention a word about our trip.
Good, because I absolutely do not want Jill to know anything about this.
And I'll tell Lynn to keep our plans confidential. Until tomorrow, Catherine?
Tomorrow, Paul. Billy.
What's going on, Miss Chancellor? What's the big secret?
I'm glad you stopped by. I was gonna call you.
Yeah. I figured we should talk.
I totally agree.
So,
You're looking good.
thanks. You too. Liv, I'm glad that we can talk calmly, rationally.
Well, there's no point in screaming. It doesn't really solve anything.
No, I suppose not.
I'm hoping that we can sort things out.
Yeah, I really hope that we can do that too. I mean, there's no point in discussing things when we're both angry at each other.
You're right.
It's really important to me that we're on the same page here, especially when Nate is concerned.
Nate?
Yeah.
Well, I hadn't thought we'd, have to involve him.
Our little boy's growing up pretty fast, Liv. I mean, you gotta know he's gonna have some questions.
Well, yes, I mean, he'll have some questions, but not now.
Olivia, it seems to me that we really shouldn't wait.
What's your hurry?
I'm sorry, but are we on the same page here?
Maybe you should tell me, because I thought we were trying to work things out. Has that changed?
Olivia, when we last talked, you told me I needed to decide what I wanted. I thought you realized.
Realized what?
You and me, we're not a good fit, Liv. And that's what we need to make Nate understand. That his mother and father, they love each other. And they always will. But they're just not two people that can live together anymore.